Hello, Draken Krull here for Knights of Chaos. Jester and Borden have been bugging me to make a video, so here's a video. Another one of like Borden 75's how to fish or how to do this. I'm going to show you how to cook. I mean, we play a game called Myth of Empires where you can lead vast armies in great epic combat, and we're making videos on how to categorize your seeds in color order. Anyway, so to cook, what you need to do, it's very simple. You need to grow some plants in order to cook them. You get the ingredients. To get the seeds, find yourself some grass, get a scythe, and you start cutting it. And eventually, you will get some seeds from all this grass. You will have to cut a lot of grass down to find the seeds, but eventually you will find some seeds. And it's really dull. Right, so once you've got the seeds, it takes ages to get the seeds. What you need is either make a crop plot from your inventory, or you can, as we've done here, take over a farm. I noticed we put a well here with one of our followers on there to water the area, so that waters the area. And you see each plot has moisture, soil porosity, and manures. So you need the fertilizers and manures all set up. You can make those in the stone mill, the manures, so you can add to them. You can only manure them so many times per cropping. And what you do is you take your hoe and you dig, and you dig, and you dig again, and you dig again, and you dig again. And guess what? A bit boring. There's going to be a lot of digging in this one because you're going to have to get it up. Each different plant needs a different amount of soil processing. You have to hoe the soil. So dig and dig. Probably should have done this a bit earlier. It's really dull. By the way, do you like the new armor? I got to level 60. Made meteoric armor. Swanky, isn't it? I certainly didn't get level 60 farming, that's for sure. Probably about as fun to watch it is to do. Come on, nearly there. And this is one field of 12. One field. And finally, once you get the soil positivity up, very careful, it will start going down straight away. So as soon as you've got it up, get your seeds in your hotbar and you can start planting. And you should start seeing little seedlings on the ground as I plant them. Very tip, low quality you can pretty much fill, but as you get higher quality they take more resources and you can put less in there. So there we are, the seeds have been planted. And as you can see, for those British viewers in the best possible taste of Blue Peter, here's one I did earlier. So once the seeds are grown, they become plants. These are sorghum at the moment, but I've got wheat over there and all other plants, which are used for various different menus and foods. So you look at them and you've got two options as perfect harvest and weak harvest. If it's a perfect harvest, it's had enough nutrients and water to make the perfect plants, and that will give you seeds back. If it's a weak harvest, you'll still get the actual plants, but you won't get any seeds. So that's something to look forward to. And now what you do is you go and pick them. One at a time. One at a time. 12 fields. 12 fields. You'll notice that once you pick the plants, there'll be other plants left, which you may have to dig out as well before you can reutilize this field. The fields will get back moisturising if you have a well going, and the nutrients, the fertilizers and all the stuff will also go back in time. But you can make some in the stone mill and add them yourself each time to make that faster. Right. Now, of course, not all food is made from farmed vegetables. Sometimes you need meat. So in order to help cooking, you need to get the meat. And one of the best ways to get the meat is to murder innocent wildlife. Die, pig. It also helps if you use a sword rather than a skinning knife. Once you've killed the pig, then you have to skin the pig. And that will give you meat and hide and all other stuff. So now you have vegetables, you've got the seeds, you've got the vegetables, you've got the meat. Big ingredient next is salt. Excuse me. One of the best aspects of farming and making food is that one of the main ingredients is salt. And the abundance of salts are in places like this, a salt mine, because it's a mine with salt in. Bourne's probably done a video about the perk points, hasn't he? That's a perk point thing. You get your perk points from there. Watch our video on perk points. It's duller than this. I mean, it's really dull. Anyway, so problem about salt mines is they're guarded by salt miners. So we have to ask them politely if we can have some. Come here, you bastards! Eat swords! Please, may I have some salt? I'll pay. You happy me to take some salt? Just fall down if you're happy. Oh, you're happy. Can I have some salt, please? Go on, just a little bit of salt. Someone's still shooting at me. I can't see who it is. Oh, it's him. Excuse me a sec. There's a lot more of them. Excitement! Yay! That noise. And once you've got permission from the salt miners to be able to get salt, by doing that, you can then smack these things and you'll get salt. You'll need a lot of salt. Now you've got your meat, you've got your vegetables, you've got the salt, we come back and now we take the wheat and the barley and the sorghum and we have to grind it into flour or rice for the paddies, and so you push this thing around and around and around and around in order to get flour, wheat to flour, paddy to rice, so forth and so on. Oh, it's just annoying. Also, once you've done your grinding, your thing, you have to take your raw salt, your crude salt, into edible salt by using a salt pan, as this here. Right, also what you are... Oh, hey, we're being attacked. Shit, come on, stop that, I'm not cooking, we're being attacked. For some reason, the salt bandits got upset by asking permission to have some salt, so they sent a couple of guys along to make sure we're using the salt correctly. This is a salt inspection. And wolves. Did you go? Oh, I must not set the rules as well. I didn't get wolf. Everyone's a critic. Wolves and river bandits. Anyway, so finally, we've gone through the process. We've got the seeds. We've hoed the ground. We've planted. We've let the weather grow. We've sown. We've harvested. We've picked up meat. We've got the salt. We've processed it all. We've grinded it down on a stone mill. We've made the flour. We now finally cook the product in the cooker. And that, folks, is one way of preparing food in Myth of Empires. And that is the most boring and dull way at all. The best way is to forget all that. And what you do is you join a guild. And in the guild, there are fridges. And if you look at this fridge here to the right, you'll notice that the idiots Jester and Bornin have already made the food. So instead of cooking, planting, growing, just come here and steal it. Draken's Guide to Cooking.